You see, most Indian youngsters who go to Hindu weddings really complain. It drags on. Sometimes it goes on for days. All sorts of ceremonies taking place over days. Now, there are many different dimensions to religious ceremonials. You see, initially the idea was that two families or society comes together, so it becomes a very social event. So it's a networking opportunity. So they have different, days to celebrate different things. For example, this is engagement ceremony, so one particular, ceremonial, so on. But the wedding itself is in effect a mishmash of religious as well as cultural aspect. That is why it drags on. And it's very sad, because I go to them and I shudder. In fact, I avoid going to Hindu weddings myself, because it's such a mishmash. There is a priest who is mumbling slokas. Perhaps he doesn't understand half of the slokas himself. He just memorized them, so he's just carrying out a ritual. The bride and groom are sitting in front of the fire, sweating. They don't know what is going on. They say, okay, stand up now, hold this leaf in your hand, and now pour it this, and then go around. And they say, no, you go this way around. And all this is going on. While this is going on, the audience is chattering away. They've lost interest. So they're chatting away about, what's happening in society, what's going on, gossiping. And the children are running around, making noise. And because they want to kind of, start feeding people early, because there are 1,000 people there. So people at the back are already eating, with wobbly plates, plastic plates and wobbly plates, and they're talking. So there's a lot of, and Bollywood music in the background. So the whole thing is a real mishmash, really very poor show. But things are becoming a little bit more sober. The actual ceremonial can be condensed into literally half an hour. Half an hour. The key features of Hindu ceremonial is simply this. First of all, they say, just as in any wedding we require a witness, here we say we require a witness who is eternal, so it's going to be forever. And we say fire is the witness. That's why they will light a fire in the middle. So fire is the witness to this wedding. And the idea of going around the fire 4 times is to simply say there are 4 aims of Hindu life that we wish to fulfill in our married life, and they are dharma, means kind of making sense of the human condition; artha, creating wealth, this is part of a requirement. Then the next one is kama, fulfilling legitimate desires is quite okay, it's accept, otherwise you get in a mess. So earn money honestly, fulfill legitimate desires, and the final is trying to kind of come to, if you like, moksha, trying to really see through this reality, say what's actually going on, why I'm born, what is all this. So these are the 4 aims. That's why they go around the fire 4 times, affirming the 4 aims of Hindu life. But the most sweeter part of the Hindu ceremonial is called the Saptapadi, where the bride and the groom take 7 steps together. This is sweet, because now they're saying, look, we are operating as a unit now. We're not separate anymore. So they say the first step we take is towards spirituality. We want to make spiritual progress in our married life. So the first step is towards that. Then the other steps are for normal human requirements. You need to create wealth and health and happiness and all this kind of progeny. So these are the steps you take together, saying we'll have children, we'll have happiness, we'll have health and wealth and strength. And the final step is very interesting in the Saptapadi. You see the sweetness. He says, now the 7th step we take together is to show that we are going to be lifelong friends, friendship for life. This is what it is in Hindu wedding. So it's very sweet. But all this gets lost with all this hoo-ha and Bollywood music and dancing girls, and everything gets really a mess, and it drags on. And they must, you see, this again a one-upmanship in United Kingdom. See, one person at a wedding which lasted 3 hours and there are 10 sweets. The next one must have 12 sweets. They didn't have ice cream, vanilla. Oh yes, we must put strawberry and vanilla. And they kind of stretch it because they're very, you see, the Hindu population is very wealthy in the United Kingdom. So they want to show off. This is the only opportunity they have of showing off their wealth. So it becomes a one-upmanship ceremonial. So they really drag it, bring in dancers and bring in all kind of variety programs, and in a way make a mockery of the sanctity of the Hindu wedding. So this is why they drag on.
Free e-learning course in Hinduism. To register, please visit www.hindu-academy.com.
Talks on Hinduism. Sponsored by People Care. Encouraging caring for the elderly in their own homes. For more information, please visit peoplecare.com.